Wanted to provide for you a little tutorial on how to access your plagiarism report. This is a general tutorial. I'm using an English 101 example, but this will apply to either English 102 or my ENH classes. So what will happen is you'll submit a document to be graded, some sort of writing, and then the next step will be to get the plagiarism report. When you click on the directions, you'll get these written directions, and I'm going to put the video right here. You'll see that coming up. So in order to get it, what you're going to do, as the directions will tell you, is you're going to go to your grades, and we're looking at the test student view, so this is why it looks a little bizarre. You're going to scroll down to the assignment until you find it, and you'll know it's ready to be downloaded when you see a colored box over here. Now this is a red color, which would be bad in real life. You would hope never to get a red or an orange color. You're looking for blue or green over here. What you do to get the report is you click on the assignment, and then you will see that same colored box here with a percentage. And then you'll click on that. And once you click on that, it's going to take you to Turnitin. Turnitin is already linked in our Canvas, Maricopa Canvas, so you don't need to set up a new a profile or anything like that. It will automatically import your work. So you probably recognize this assignment from your introduction, lesson 1 introduction, whether you're a 101, 102, or ENH student. It's that little goofy sample Google Doc that I have you do a Grammarly test on. So what does this tell you? Well, if this were an actual written assignment that you've turned in, anything that is highlighted is something that you want to look at closely. Now, the directions for submitting the plagiarism report, I'm going to go back here to those directions just so you can take a look-see at them. The directions say that the most important thing to pay attention to obviously is the highlighted portion, but we really need to distinguish between things that would be allowed to things that would not. So if you have highlighted material that are the names and titles of individuals and organizations, don't worry about it. Those can't be paraphrased. If you've integrated a direct quote and it's highlighted, it means you've either forgotten the quotation marks or you've misplaced them. You've like added a space or you've put them in the wrong direction. Sometimes if you've submitted a previous draft of something and you've rewritten it and you're resubmitting it, Turnitin might come up hot on your own stuff. It's not supposed to do that, but that will happen. What you really care about is those words where you have 5 or more words in a sequential order from the source. So if that ever happens, that's something that you'll need to look at doing a better paraphrase or decide to do direct quotes. So you can see with our goofy little paragraph here, because this has been submitted numerous times, that it's coming up hot. We're not going to really worry about that. But I wanted to show you a couple things you can use Turnitin for. Other than discovering areas that you might need to better paraphrase or to integrate as a quote, you'll notice that, like Grammarly, it will indicate certain grammatical errors, usage errors, punctuation errors. So for example, I is smarts 2. If you click on this, it will say go to the view the handbook, and then it will give you an explanation of subject-verb agreement. You can see that doesn't really tell you how to fix that specific error. That's why, even though these things will be marked, it's not as helpful as Grammarly, but it will tell you that there is an error there. There's a spelling error because obviously it doesn't know how to spell Grammarly, and some confusion. Here's, not capitalizing proper nouns, that kind of thing. Spelling, help my students be smart. All right, so what are you going to do with this? Well, you want to take the black tile and you want to expand it. And then you want to look at where your similarity is falling by looking at your 78. Why isn't this showing up? Come on. There we go. It will tell you, you can see this is all from previous students. It's submitted to Scottsdale Community College. What you're more concerned about is, since I changed my topics for all my classes, with the exception of my E&H classes, you guys might be choosing literature from my approved list that students in previous semesters have chosen. So yes, you would need to be careful that if you have a submitted to Scottsdale Community College, that you have not inadvertently or on purpose or intentionally borrowed somebody else's previous analysis and submitted it as your own. That would be bad. So for example, if you wrote an analysis of Stephen King's The Shining and you decided to use your older brother's analysis and he got an A in my class, it's going to come up hot. That's going to be bad because you're not going to pass that paper and potentially, get in more trouble. But for the most part, what you're looking for over here are links to sources. So it might be the required source material that we're using that semester, or it might be another additional source that you've used in your essay or your argument that you thought you've quoted or you thought you've paraphrased. So that's what you would look, and you would determine what you need to fix. And then the purple stuff here, this is just your breakdown of where the errors are. But like I said, Grammarly really does a better job of that. At any rate, to access the report, you want to find the little the little mechanism down here. Click on that, and you're looking for the gray down arrow. And you do not want to click on digital receipt. Don't do that. You want to click on current view, and then it will prepare the download. Now, what you want to do with this download is, if you're working at a school computer, desktop, you're going to want to just download it and then make sure that you upload it to your Google Drive so you have access to it from wherever. But you can see it will look something like this. It will look something like that. So what you want to do is you want to it will be downloaded, but you want to find it and upload it to your Google Drive, your English Google Drive, so you have access to it. But then what you'll do is like any other assignment, you'll do start assignment, and then you'll find that report and you'll upload it. And that is how you will access your plagiarism report.